What up, what up? I just watched this video not too long ago, and a lot of shit made sense to me, so I wrote some notes, and I wanted to share those notes. This guy, his name is Hans Wilhelm? Pretty sure that's what it is. I can't remember exactly, I'm sorry. But shout outs to him. This guy's amazing. He explains a lot about why we're here and the things that we do and the vibration and all that shit, right? So, check this shit out. So, start out by... Okay, so... Traditions, ceremonies, religions, and rituals all attach you to a specific vibration. And that's whether it being like tradition like Thanksgiving, religion, obviously we know what that is, ceremonies, you know, I mean, this is just examples, or like rituals, like blood rituals, rituals that, you know, demonic rituals, anything, any kind of ritual. It doesn't have to be evil or what we perceive as evil. Pretty much we were put here, or we came here to resolve all these things, and then once they're all resolved, we learn and go back to God, or go back to God's source, or however you want to look at it. I can barely hear myself talk. Examples of this are like karma or something like that. You know, if we have bad karma, or you know, something happened to us in a past life or something like that. But anything that binds you or tries to bind you to this earth is a deterrent, a distraction to our spiritual growth. I mean, anything that like, you know, all these stupid fucking Christmas and Easter and all that fake shit, like, it all binds you to certain vibrations, and we all need to break that shit. And like, it's fucked up because I have trouble with these things because I'm filled with guilt, and I'm filled with a lot of upset emotion and depression because, you know, both my parents, especially my dad, like Christmas and Thanksgiving, Father's Day, and, you know, all those types of things, you know, he loves those things, and I understand why, because of it brings family together and stuff like that. It's cool. That's cool, you know, that it brings family together. But when I try to explain to him that I'm trying to get rid of all those things because they're not real, and it's just not what you're supposed to do, and it's distracting, and like I said, it fucks your vibration up. I don't know, he just gets upset and whatever, and it's just, you know, it's one of those things where you just gotta break away. You're like, you know what, I don't give a fuck what my body or my brain or my heart or my emotion is saying. All I know is that I gotta stop doing this because it's the right thing. You know, pretty much be a robot and say, you know what, compute something that doesn't add up, so go that way. Simple as that. Let's see. They're not only binding you to this earth, they're binding you to the past also. You know, like traditions that ancient people kept, or that we're doing at that moment in time. It says that we use these traditions in the past because of the conscious level that we were at. You know, pretty much what I just said. Tradition is the past, and the past is over. What I mean by that is, say that you have the same birthday that you did when you were 12 years old. You know, the same outfit, same food, same games, etc., blah, blah, blah. Everything is the same, literally down to a T. It really doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Why would you do that? It doesn't make sense. So why do we keep repeating the same bullshit over and over again when it was meant for that specific time, frequency, vibration. It's not the same anymore because we're trying to get higher, right? It's almost like, hey, here's the next stepping stone to the ladder or whatever. And then you're like, nah, I'm just gonna stay at this step. It's almost like a slap in the face. Because they built that step for you to step on, and now you're just gonna stay there. The reason why these systems don't work, and I'm talking about any of the systems, is because none of them allow you to spiritually grow. You might think that you're spiritually growing, but more than likely, you're just feeding your ego and making yourself feel comfortable, making yourself feel okay, and just feeding that so that you can continually live your life, so to speak. Yeah, I mean, that's essentially what it is, make you feel comfortable. What does it say? These vibrations bind us to systems like religion, nationality, races, culture. Freedom is a natural birthright. What I just named are all opposites of freedom. So if you were to die and are binded to certain things, our soul will be attracted to the similar things in the lower astral realm, fields, etc., which are in turn the same people or souls blindly, continuously, fucking confused, tongue-tied much, but these are the same people or souls blindly continuing the rituals themselves. Get my old piece of paper out. And if you are to die, and then you do, and you're stuck, you're still binded to things. We're literally able to get stuck there for thousands of years because everyone's vibrating at the same frequency. So move on to like an example of a tradition would be Thanksgiving. We're supposed to be giving thanks, but we fucking murder millions, 50 million fucking turkeys to eat. We spend a bunch of money on parades and materialistic bullshit to do what? Make people happy emotionally and feed people's ego. Doesn't help you build spiritually. Once again, binding you to a vibration, certain vibration. They're all based around low vibrational things. These things aren't all bad. They might help you for a bit, but there comes a time where we must shed it and vibrate higher. Instead of matching the vibration of our ancestors, we should vibrate higher in respect and love for them paving the way. This is the way that we win. Like I said, the whole stair effect. I put the stone in front of me, or I step on the stone that was left by my ancestors, so I make the next stone, stepping stone, so that the next person can get onto it, so forth and so on. Performing a ritual, tradition, blood ritual, you are binding yourself to that vibration. When the leader of your group of cult or whatever that you want to be a part of or anything like that performs these rituals, he is binding you to the same vibration as him. So let's just say I have look, you know what? I'm just gonna go there. I'm really gonna go there. So Quasi-Luminous is claiming, I'm Satan, I'm Lucifer, I'm God, I'm the way out, I'm the only way, I'm the only person who knows the way out, and the only way out's through me. Yada yada yada, bullshit, bullcrap, bunch of more bullshit, blah 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 blah. That's all I hear. And what he's doing when he tells you to fucking do the blood ritual, blood over intent, all he's doing is attaching and binding you to the same fucking frequency that he's binded to or bound to, or however you say it, binded, and pretty much I don't want to say misery loves company, but misery loves company. They just don't really know it. And you're binding yourself to something. You're not supposed to. So essentially, you're saying, hey, put these fucking shackles on me, and I'm okay with it. You know what I'm saying? And you're literally binding yourself to the same thing that this guy binded himself to begin with. That's how you keep the cult. Same thing with music and all that shit. How they, god damn, boy, that was a pterodactyl just came through. You seen that shit? Oh, the dog just ate it. Come on, man. So yeah. That's essentially how it works. And, the pterodactyl wants to keep fucking coming trying to attack me. And I don't get it. Go away, please. So, oh, I know why. Because I'm trying to speak. It won't. Well, don't want me to make this movie. I mean, this video. Oh my god. Go somewhere. All right. So yes, he's binding you to the same frequency vibration that he is. All right. It literally has everything to do with building an ego, building your confidence, making you feel special, making you feel like you're exclusive to his cult. That it makes you feel confident. It makes you feel, oh my god, you guys need to do this because I'm fucking in, and you're not gonna make it. You're not part of the 144,000. You're not gonna make it. Get in or get the fuck out. You're a fucking retard on this globe. Or calling people monkeys and shit. I'm sorry I had to say that because that shit fucking pissed me off. But you see the constant garbage that's coming out of their mouth. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You gotta do the blood ritual because you're fucking. And if you don't, you're fucking stupid, and you don't know what you're talking about, and you're not gonna get off this earth. It's just constant ego building to build that emotion up, to build their ego up, to make them feel better for that point in time. But it never fucking lasts. So you got to continue to do it, to continue to make yourself feel better, to build that confidence, to build that exclusivity. If that makes any sense, if that's even the right word for it, to make you feel special. That specialness in that cult. That's all it is. And it's a perpetual thing that they continue to fucking spew out their mouth to make them feel better. And I know if you're watching this video, you know exactly who the fuck I'm talking about, because y'all do it like a motherfucker, alright? And I'm not hating, man. I don't want y'all to think I'm hating, because I would literally be just doing the same thing. If I said, you know what, fuck you guys are assholes. I'm not trying to be that way, man. I know it might come off that way because of the way that I sound and how I'm like projecting myself. But I want to stop all what I'm saying right now and tell you guys and gals and however you address yourself. I'm not trying to be ignorant. I'm not trying to piss you off. I don't want to piss you off, man. That is the least thing I want to do. I just want to open. I just want you to see it from a different perspective. All right, from somebody who hasn't done it, who won't do it because the gut feeling, first off, I knew it was wrong. But second off, just this information right here is enough for you to understand that it's not something that you want to do because it's binding you to something on earth. Now, if you want to stay here on earth and that's your gig and you want to be here forever, okay, then by all means do so, because that's what's going to happen. That's essentially what you're doing. But I want to go back to source or God or whatever you want to call it, however you want to name it. But these people seem to think that that's what they're doing. But I'm trying to tell you that it's a ritual. You're binding yourself. It's not what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to be free, flowing souls. That's all I'm saying. I guess at the end of the day, God doesn't need a garment, a tradition, He doesn't need a ritual for you to get back to where we belong. You don't have to prick your finger and put it on fucking YouTube to get off of this planet safe or to get off of this planet right. You could do all that and you're still not going to get there. Why? Because you're binding yourself to this earth and to this whatever vibration that thing is giving off. And when you bind yourself to a vibration, when you die, you follow that vibration. Because think about it. Alright. Trying to put this in like the most easy, like the easiest way to make it make sense. If you are a child, I don't even know if this is going to make sense. I'm just kind of going off the fly. But if you're a child, I don't know. This might not make no sense. So I'm sorry if this is going to sound stupid. But if you're a child and all you know is the one thing, alright, and then that child magically dies or something, magically, just so happens to die, go move on. That's all that child knows. So essentially, that's what the child's going to vibrate as. I don't know. That's a terrible fucking metaphor. I know. Sorry. But whatever you bind yourself to here is what you're going to have being bind. Is what's going to happen when you die. You're going to vibrate right to that thing because we're all vibrating. We're all electric essentially. We're all vibrating. We're all frequency. We're all vibrating. And things that are like vibrate the same are going to attract to the same. Hence the reason why people have certain friends. People have certain friends online, they hang out with certain people, they do certain things because it's all about vibration, about where you fit in that vibration, you know what I'm saying? If you don't fit in the vibration, it's not going to work. It's not going to resonate well. It's not going to, come off great. So, I don't know, that's all I'm trying to say, is that we're free, our natural birthright is to be free, have freedom. Not this freedom that we're seeing now, because this isn't freedom, but to vibrate. To vibrate freedom, if that makes sense. To be free to do and vibrate how we want. Or not necessarily how we want, but vibrate higher. Because anything else, as far as religion, tradition, rituals, blood rituals, whatever you want to call it, anything, all those little things are hindering your vibration to vibrate higher. So therefore, you're stuck. You will not be able to go and continue to vibrate higher because you're stuck. It's like having a capacitor that's only going to go so far. You can only pump it so far. You know what I mean? Because of the limitations, the distractions, the deterrent, whatever you want to call it, is the reason why. So, I hope that makes sense. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning, so I just wanted to get this out so I didn't forget it. So, that's it.